Hi, good morning, students. Welcome to our online class. In previous class, we have discussed about Indian forest resources, definition of forest, and types of importance of forests, etc. Okay. We have discussed about the tropical evergreen forest, and the second one the tropical deciduous forest, and scrub forests and grassland, desert vegetation, mountain forest, and mangrove forest. Totally, Indian forest can be broadly classified into six main types. Okay, they are tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, and scrub forest and grassland, desert vegetation, mountain forest, and mangrove forests. These are the six main types of Indian forests. And also we have discussed about distribution of forest. Uh, the total forest area of India was 7.74 lakh square kilometers, but it accounted for only about 23.6 percentage of the total geographical area of the country. But this is much below the 33.3 percentage of the recommended area by the National Forest Policy Resolution of 1952. Okay, and even it below the world's average, that is 29.5 percentage. Up to year in the previous class we have discussed. Okay, and last I told you, in India, which Indian state has the maximum forest area, that is Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Madhya Pradesh has the largest area under forest and Goa has the least. Okay, so next point, conservation of forests. What do you mean by conservation of forest? See that forest play an important role in the national economy of India. Already you know, this forest also plays a very important role in the national economy of India because it can contribute to the national economy. Okay, because it provides timber and raw materials to the forest-based industries, and it helps to generate employment opportunities in the country, and it provides shelter to number of wild animals and birds, and these forests are the main sources of medicinal plants, and this forest area provided timber and woods as a fuel. With that, it can contribute something to the national economy of India. Okay. Next, unfortunately, the area under forest has been declining in recent years due to increase in population. Year by year, unfortunately, the area under forest is declining in the country due to industrialization, urbanization. So many reasons are there. With that, year by year, the area under forest expansion of agriculture land, the construction of roads and railways, irrigation projects or dams, industrialization, urbanization, overgrazing of animals, forest fires, etc., are the main causes for the destruction of forests. What are the reasons for the destruction of forests? Here, several reasons are there. First one, expansion of agricultural land, construction of roads, railway lines, and construction of irrigation projects like dams, etc., and urbanization, industrialization, overgrazing of animals, forest fires. These are the main causes for the destruction of forests in India. Hence, conservation of forest for the future generation is very essential. Due to all these reasons, year by year, the total area under forest is declining. That's why conservation of forest is essential for the future generation. Okay. The prevention of destruction over exploitation of forest and its management is called as conservation of forest. What do you mean by conservation of forest? Conservation of forest means prevention of destruction over exploitation. Conservation of forest means the prevention and the prevention and prevention of destruction and yes, the prevention of destruction, prevention of destruction over prevention of destruction over exploitation over exploitation over exploitation. The prevention of destruction over exploitation of forests and its management is called as conservation of forest. Yes, it's very important for the exam point of view. Prevention of destruction over exploitation of forest and its management is called as conservation of forest. It's very important for our mark. Prevention of conservation of forest means the prevention of destruction over exploitation of forest and its management. Okay, the prevention of destruction over exploitation and over exploitation of forest and its management is called as conservation of forest. Okay, conservation means prevention of destruction over exploitation of forest and its management is called as conservation of forest. Okay. Next, measures for the conservation of forest in India. What are the measures for the conservation of forests in India? Okay, see that first one, control deforestation measures. What are the measures to conserve the forest? Measures to conserve measures for the measures for the measures for the conservation of forests in India. What are the measures? First one, control of deforestation. Control of deforestation. Second one, restriction on grazing. Restriction on grazing. Restriction on grazing. And third one, control of forest fires. Fourth one, prevention of encroachment on forest. Prevention of prevention of encroach prevention of encroachment on forests. Fifth one, control of forest insects. Control of forest insects, forest insects and disease. Sixth one, controlling illegal cutting of trees. Control of illegal cutting of trees. And last one, scientific cutting of trees. Scientific cutting of trees. Eighth one, legislation to check deforestation. Legislation to check deforestation. And last one, encourage afforestation. Sorry, ninth one, encourage for afforestation. And last tenth one, create forest. Creating awareness among the people about the forest, about the importance of forest. Yes, these are the some measures to some measures for the conservation of forests. Okay, what are the measures for the conservation of forests in India? They are as follows. Following are the important measures for the conservation of forests in India. They are as follows. First one, control of deforestation. Okay, and the second one, restriction on grazing of animals. Okay, we have to put restriction on grazing of animals in the forest area. Next, third one, control of forest fires. We have to control the forest fire. Next, fourth one, prevention of encroachment on forest. It means encroachment means invasions, prevention of invasions on forests. Next, fifth one, control of forest insects and diseases. Sixth one, control of illegal cutting of trees. And seventh one, scientific cutting of trees. We have to follow scientific methods to cut the trees. Eighth one, legislation to check deforestation. And ninth one, encourage for the afforestation. And tenth one, creating awareness among the people about importance of forest. These are the 10 measures for the conservation of forests in India. It is very important for the exam point of view. So here 10 points are there, at least try to keep in your mind 5 to 6 points. Okay, any 5 to 6 points. Next up, wildlife sanctuaries and national parks. First one, what do you mean by wildlife sanctuaries? WLS. stands for wildlife sanctuary. Wildlife sanctuary refers to the a place meant for providing protection to wildlife. What do you mean by wildlife sanctuary? Wildlife sanctuary refers to a place meant for providing protection to wildlife. Wildlife sanctuaries means these are the reserved places for the protection of wildlife. Okay, wildlife sanctuary refers to a place made for providing protection to wildlife. These are the places for providing protection to wildlife. Okay, it is an area where killing or capturing of any species of animals is prohibited except under the orders of the competent authority. These wildlife sanctuaries are the places to provide protection for the wildlife. Okay, these are the places for providing protection to wildlife, and these are the places in that place killing or capturing of any species of animals is prohibited. Okay, in that wildlife sanctuaries, killing or capturing of any species of animals is prohibited except under the order of the content authority, competent authority. Okay, there are about 523 wildlife sanctuaries in India. It's very important. How many wildlife sanctuaries are there in India? WLS wildlife sanctuaries 523 wildlife in India. 523 wildlife sanctuaries are there. The important wildlife sanctuaries are as follows. First one, Annamala and Madhumala in Tamil Nadu. I am saying about the important wildlife sanctuaries of India. Total 523 wildlife sanctuaries are there. In that, the important ones are Annamala and Madhumala are in Tamil Nadu. Okay, Annamala and Madhumala are in Tamil Nadu. Next, Dandeli, Bhadra, Talakaveri, DRLs are Vedigiri Rangana Hills. These are wildlife sanctuaries found in Karnataka. Okay, these are the wildlife sanctuaries of Karnataka. Okay, which are those? Dandeli, Bhadra, Talakaveri, Biligiri Rangana Hills. Okay. Next, Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary is found in Kerala. Next, Nagarjuna Sagara Wildlife Sanctuary is in Andhra, Telangana. Sorry. Yes, Nagarjuna Sagara Wildlife Sanctuary is in Telangana. Next, Bharatpur and Ranthambore are in Rajasthan. Manas Wildlife Sanctuary of Assam. Next, Jaldapara is in West Bengal. These are the some important wildlife sanctuaries of India. Okay, which are those? In Tamil Nadu, two wildlife sanctuaries are there: Annamala and Madhumala. And in Karnataka, Dandeli, Bhadra, Talakaveri, and BRLs. And in Kerala, Periyar. Okay, Nagarjuna Sagara in Telangana, and Bharatpur and Ranthambore in Rajasthan, Manas in Assam, Jaldapara in West Bengal. Okay, these are the some important wildlife sanctuaries of India. Next, national parks. First, what do you mean by national park? An extensive area which is specially protected to preserve its natural beauty, wildlife, and forest for public recreation and scientific interest is called as national parks. Uh, What do you mean by national park? An extensive area which is specially protected to preserve its natural beauty, wildlife, and forests for public recreation or public entertainment and scientific interests is called as national parks. It's very important for the exam point of view. Okay, the meaning of wildlife sanctuaries and the meaning of national parks. Okay, an extensive area which is specially protected to preserve its natural beauty, wildlife and forests for public entertainment and scientific interest is called as national parks. Next, forestry, grazing or agricultural activities are not allowed here. In that national parks, forestry, grazing or agricultural activities are not allowed here. Okay. There are 99 national parks in India. 523 wildlife sanctuaries are there, and how many national parks are there? There are 99 national parks are there. NP national parks are there in India. Okay. 523 wildlife sanctuaries and 99 national parks. The first national park in the world, the first national park in the world, that is Yellowstone, which is the first national park in the world, that is Yellowstone. First national park in the world, that is Yellowstone of USA. Yellowstone is the first national park in the world. In 1872, it has been formed. Next, the first national park in India, that is Jim Corbett, Uttarakhand. Yellowstone is the world's first national park, but in India, which is the first national park, that is Jim Corbett. Jim Corbett. That is in yes, Jim Corbett National Park is in Uttarakhand. Yes, it is in Uttarakhand, which is the world's first national park. That is Yellowstone National Park. That is formed in 1872. And next, which is the first national park of India, or the first national park in India, that is Jim Corbett. It is in Uttarakhand. It has been formed in 1936. Some important national parks of India are as along with this Jim Corbett National Park, that is the first national park of India. Okay. Along with that, some national parks are found in India. Now only I told you there are 99 national parks are there in India. Among them important ones are Kaziranga National Park. Kaziranga National Park is in Assam. Sundarban National Park of West Bengal. Jim Corbett, now only I told you, Jim Corbett of Uttarakhand. Gir National Park of Gujarat. Gir National Park of Gujarat. Next, Kanha National Park of Madhya Pradesh, Bandipur, Bannerghatta and Nagaravada National Parks of Karnataka. Okay, Bandipur, Bannerghatta and Nagaravada. These are the national parks of Karnataka. Bandipur, Bannerghatta and Nagaravada. And Sariska of Rajasthan, Dudhava of Uttar Pradesh, Tadova of Maharashtra. These are the some important national parks of India. Next, biosphere reserves. First, what do you mean by biosphere reserve? Okay. Biosphere reserves are a special category of protected area of land or coastal environments. Okay, what do you mean by biosphere? Biosphere reserves. The biosphere reserves are a special category of protected area of land or coastal environments. Here, people are an integral component of the system. The main activities of biosphere reserves are conservation, research, education, and local involvement. this is about biosphere reserves. Okay, first meaning is very important. Biosphere reserves are a special category of protected land for sorry protected area of land and land or coastal environment. Here, people are an integral component of the system. The main objectives of biosphere reserves are conservation, research, education, and local involvement. Biosphere Reserves was launched by UNESCO in 1971 because this UNESCO is recognizing biosphere reserves. So that's why this biosphere reserves was launched by UNESCO in 1971 under its managed biosphere program MAB, okay, managed biosphere reserve program. In India, the first biosphere reserve came into existence in 1986, that is Nilgiri Hills. It's very important, which is the first biosphere reserve of India, that is Nilgiri Hills, that came into existence in 1986. In India, there are 18 biosphere reserves are there. 523 national parks are there. Sorry, 523 wildlife sanctuaries are there. 99 national parks are there, and 18 biosphere reserves are there in India. Okay, it's very important. In India, there are 523 wildlife sanctuaries are there, 99 national parks are there, and 18 biosphere reserves are there. In India, there are 18 biosphere reserves have been identified. They are now only I told you first biosphere reserve, that is Nilgiri Hills, next Nanda Devi, Knock Creek, Manas, Great Nicobar, Gulf of Mannar, Sundarban, Simili Fall, Kanchenjunga, Pachmari, Agastya Malay, Dibru, Sheikh, Shekhova, Dihan, Dibahu. These are the important biosphere reserves of India. Okay. So this chapter also completed. Now in this class we have discussed about conservation of forest. What do you mean by conservation of forest? The prevention of destruction over exploitation of forest and its management is called as a conservation of forest. Next, we also discussed about measures for the conservation of forests in India. There are 10 measures are there for the conservation of forests in India. They are control of deforestation, restriction on grazing, control of forest fires, prevention of encroachment on forests, control of forest insects and disease, control of illegal cutting of trees, following scientific methods of cutting trees, legislation to check deforestation, encouragement for afforestation, and creating awareness among the people about the importance of the forest. These are the 10 measures for the conservation of forests in India. Okay. So next we have discussed about these wildlife sanctuaries and national parks. What do you mean by wildlife sanctuaries? Wildlife sanctuaries refers to a place meant for providing protection to wildlife. There are 523 wildlife sanctuaries are there, and next 99 national parks are there, and which is the world's first national park, that is Yellowstone of USA. It has been formed in 1871, 1872, and which is the first national park of India, that is Jim Corbett National Park, that is found in Uttarakhand, and which is the first biosphere reserve of India, that is Nilgiri Hills. Before concluding today's class, I would like to give some important questions relating to this. concept. First one, what do you mean by conservation of forest? Next, what are the measures for the conservation of forests in India? Next, what do you mean by wildlife sanctuaries? And how many wildlife sanctuaries are there in India? Next, what are the national parks and how many national parks are there in India? Next, which is the any five examples for wildlife sanctuaries. Next, give any five national parks of India. Write the five examples for national parks of India. And next, which is the world's first national park and which is the first Indian national park, which is the first national park of India. Next, what are the biosphere reserves, which is the first biosphere reserve of India. How many national parks are there in India and how many biosphere reserves are there in India? Okay. Write the answers and send in your personal WhatsApp group. And test is there on 30th of this month. So here a portion, I want to declare a portion to this test. Here in geography, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. 5 chapters in geography and 5 chapters in geography and 1 chapter in business study and 6 chapters in history. Okay, 5 chapters in geography, 6 chapters in history, 1 chapter in business study, and 1 chapter in political science, 1 chapter in sociology. These are the portions. 6 chapters in history, 5 chapters in geography. First 6 chapters in history and first 1 to 5th geography chapters and first chapter in business study, first chapter in sociology, and first chapter in political science. Okay. 6 chapters, 5, 11. A total 14 chapters are there for this test. Okay. Thank you guys. We will meet in next class.